Hands up. Hello, this is Eden with Helixx VR. Today I'll be taking a quick look at Espire 1 VR Operative, or at least a prototype of it. The game is stealth-based, reminiscent of Metal Gear Solid. It's due to release in 2018 with a demo releasing at some point soon. Disclaimer here is that this is a prototype. It's very early and it's more for pitching. It's not for the public, but the Espire VR team have been kind enough to let me get a sneak peek and share it with you. This does not reflect the final quality of the game, but can show some of the mechanics the game will have, but not the objective-based missions or several features, fixes or other improvements. This has been worked on by the Espire VR team, which currently consists of 4 people, including the narrative lead of Solus Project, Sorrento VR and Organ, the head of Drix Studios, and 2 other members. They are planning to upscale to 9 people, and they've already used contractors and others to assist. If you like the look of the game, go and check out their Steam page. With that out of the way, I'll talk a bit about some of the interesting features of the game. The first thing which stood out is that the game will use voice commands. You can sneak up on a guard and hold them up by saying freeze, don't move or hands up. You can lure enemies closer to you by saying hey you or over here. There are a few other commands too. I really enjoyed the use of voice commands in game. It adds another layer of immersion to be able to not just press a button but to use my voice to control what happens in game. I've had quite a bit of fun sneaking up on guards and shouting freeze. You can also create distractions with items. One method I've used is to throw a mug so the guard is lured away to investigate it. This lets me sneak straight past him. Alternatively, I've sneaked up behind him and knocked him out using the same mug. The PDA is another interesting little feature. It's basically a wireless camera and a screen. You can detach the camera and place it, or just use the whole thing, but it's useful for watching to see if the enemies are coming. I poked it around corners or left the camera apart somewhere and watched as a guard walked past. In the full game, this is planned to be able to stick to surfaces, come back to your hand like a magnet, and have a couple different camera modules to choose from. While this is a stealth game, and the best plan is usually to avoid it, there is combat. You're armed with both a tranquilizer gun and an assault rifle. Shooting a guard a couple of times with the tranquilizer will put them to sleep quietly. Shooting a guard with the assault rifle enough will put them down permanently, but you may be alerting the rest of the guards. There is fun to be had by turning it into firefighter times though. Always important to the VR gamer is Locomotion, so I'll speak a bit about that. The game is trackpad motion only, at least at the current time. I would expect it to stay that way as I don't really see it working with the other common types of locomotion. You can also climb structures by grabbing and pulling yourself up, which can sometimes open up new paths. As the game is trackpad motion only, it's certainly good to have comfort options for those who need them, and Espire 1 does have a comfort mode. The comfort mode is planned to have quite a bit of customization. In the current prototype it's either on full or off only. It works by creating a border around the edge which is planned to be adjustable in size, how opaque it is and various other aspects. The developer does seem quite concerned about catering for as many people as possible, so I expect this to be fairly robust. Speaking of customization, one thing which stood out is the calibration options, oddly enough. As well as the standard where it takes your regular height, it allows you to set a crouching height, it allows you to dynamically resize and move your belt with weapons and accessories on, and to set the position of your assault rifle on your chest too. Overall, I'd say that Espire 1 VR Operative is a game with a lot of potential. It's obviously very early days and there are needed improvements that the developers are aware of, but the current build is just a prototype, so that's expected. I'm looking forward to see what they come up with next. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. Once again, this was Eden from Helixx VR. As always, if you'd like to see more content like this, please remember to like and subscribe.